Okay, this is a 2006 Dodge Town & Country. Hi, I'm going to show you or just explain to you how to change your alternator and try to help you out. That's the only reason I'm making this video. Okay, this is a Town & Country 2006 Dodge. This is the alternator. So here's what you need to do, and I'm going to tell you the socket sizes. You need a 8mm, a 10mm, a 13mm, and a 15mm. Disconnect your battery. You can just disconnect the positive side, use a 10mm. Then over here, this piece comes off. You'll have to get this out of there to get the alternator out. So you take 8mm, remove those, and remove the two down here. Take this tube out of there. Then you can reach down here, and you have 3 bolts on the alternator. You have 2 that go into the side, and then 1 that goes straight back this way down low into the block. These are 15mm. You can remove everything you can. Now, what I did is I pull the center hub off, loosen all my lug nuts with the tire on the ground, and then jack up the vehicle. I put a jack stand under it, and I go ahead and remove this wheel. Once you remove the wheel, you can unscrew this plastic wheel well housing, and you're not going to take the whole thing out. It's one piece, so you'll take this out, and then you carefully take a flat bar or a screwdriver and pull the plastic grommets in the back, and then peel it back, and your tire is out of the way, so you'll be able to peel it back real easy. Then you're going to go ahead and disconnect. You need a 13mm right here on this power source to the alternator. That's a red positive cable up here. So anyway, you take this off, move that to the side, then you pull the little red tab out on this other connector and pull this off. That's a little tricky, but you can get it. And then you have one up here on this tube assembly that you're going to take off. You're going to pull the little red connector there as well. So remove all your connectors, and then I'll show you what God blessed me with to be able to get the tension pulley. There's a tension pulley that holds this serpentine belt on, and I found a great tool that helps release the tension. Okay, that great tool is your jack handle. So you go in here, this is the back of the vehicle. Left side, you got that jack assembly that comes with the vehicle. Now, this tool, it has this little point on it. When you got this all jacked up and you're underneath, see if I can get a shot of the tension puller. Here's the tension puller. Yeah, there you go. You can see it. You stick this into the square slot and you pry it against the frame. And you push that down and it works great. And you'll be able to release the tension to get the serpentine belt off. So once you release the serpentine belt, I found another little trick. So imagine you got all this off. You take all the bolts out on the alternator and leaving the alternator in here. You won't be able to pull it out until this tube's out, right? Well, take the alternator and turn it to its side. Turn it to the left, put it on its side, and push it down. Now on the back side of this, I guess it's an EGR or what, I don't know what it is, but there's 2 bolts that hold this big guy over this way. Take the top one out, and then with this alternator out of the way, you can swing, once this tube is out of the way, you can swing this up or down and have access to that other bolt head. So that makes it real easy. Now there's a gasket right here, and then there is no gasket up there. So there's a gasket on that you got to put back on. But it's pretty simple. Just remove this tube, 8 millimeters. I believe these guys are 10 millimeters on that. But I do know it only takes an 8 millimeter, 10 millimeter, 13 millimeter, and 15 millimeter. And that is it. And then just when you put it back on, stick your alternator back in and kind of use that same principle to be able to get, you might want to leave the alternator to the side and get that bottom bolt in on this little guy first. And then raise it up. Put your other one in, just thread it a little bit, and then stick your alternator on, because that would be the hardest part to get access to. So I hope this video helps you, and God bless you. Have a great day.